we need to centralize data.
One needs to then set up different work streams.
Unfortunately, getting all the data out of BI is not that easy.
You don't have multiple points of truth.
When it comes to transformation, the biggest challenge I've seen is the single point of data collection. Unfortunately, in a lot of organizations, the data resides, in smaller or bigger islands, right? And this is the challenge I've seen. Even in a smaller or a bigger organization, the information is not centralized. Even if it's centralized, you don't have the access to it, right? And a lot of times, even from the product management perspective or the delivery perspective, right? This is what I've seen. I think this is one of the things which, people need to overcome. I understand data is the king these days, but at the same time, from the PMO perspective or the product management perspective, right? We need to centralize data. Again, most of the data is confidential, but not all of the data is confidential.
I agree. I mean, I don't dispute this point. And I think if you're going to have a PMO leading, let's say, transformation initiatives, as part of, let's say, the working environment for the project or program, one needs to then set up different work streams. And these work streams, they should be dedicated, maybe one for process, one for automation, one for data, to make sure that for that particular project, there is a unified or a uniform source of point of truth. You don't have multiple points of truth. So that is something that the PMOs are very good at doing when they want to set up, let's say, a project or a program organization to deliver that particular initiative.
Right. Because, in most of the organizations, specifically in telcos, the BI as a department resides within the commercial department, right? And unfortunately, getting all the data out of BI is not that easy, right? And I personally think, this is just my suggestion, the data should also reside within, PMO, because apparently when any project or program goes into operations, right, PMO is the only body which actually holds the history of that project.
I think you are touching upon a very good point. For my philosophy, because PMOs are cross-functional in the way that they work and in the way that they carry out their function, it's important that some of these cross-functional, let's say, activities also reside with them. One could be analytics. Another could be, like I mentioned before, change management. The other could be processes. Another could be, let's say, quality management.